It's time for another Generations TV resource moment, shining the spotlight on people, organizations, businesses, and services that benefit Hawaii's kupuna.
Welcome to Generations TV. We're actually in the studio for our Generations radio show, and I ran into a caregiver from the mainland who's a national speaker, Mr. Dave Nassaney, and I want to invite him on our radio show, and now we have him for Generations TV. So welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, your story is very unique, and that's why I love meeting with you, is that Dave's been a caregiver for his wife for 21 years, half his marriage. And you had mentioned to me there's a lot of celebrities that are actually caregivers.
There is. There's Queen Latifah, Henry Winkler, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Hillary Clinton, all caregivers.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So can you briefly tell your story?
Well, for the last 21 years, I became a caregiver to my beautiful wife, Charlene. She suffered a massive stroke, left her severely speech impaired and paralyzed on the right side. And so I suddenly am all across the country on my national book and media tour, sharing my message, how to prevent your loved one's illness or disease from actually killing you.
And so, Dave, can you tell us a little bit the three biggest mistakes that caregivers make?
The first biggest mistake that caregivers make is they don't know how to put their needs first. Now, the airlines tell us in the event of an emergency to put your oxygen mask on first, to help before you help your loved ones with their mask. I mean, what an amazing metaphor for all of life. Take care of you first.
So true.
Not out of selfishness, but out of survival. Now, the second biggest mistake that caregivers make is they don't know how to ask for help. Now, everyone has one of these. It's called a cell phone. So turn it on, punch in a number. Hello, Mom, I need help. Grandma's driving me crazy. Call your brother, call your sister, call your wife's ex-husband, call anybody. Just get over that silly notion that caregivers have to do it all themselves or they're going to be a failure as a caregiver. That attitude will kill you. Third biggest mistake is allowing undeserved guilt to affect your decision-making process. Now, there was a show way back when, it was about a caregiver taking care of his elderly father in the junk business.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. So Fred's son, Lamont, ended up doing all sorts of things that he had no business doing. And it kind of went something like this. Oh, it's a big one. No, son, really, it's a big one. Elizabeth, I'm coming for you, honey. And Lamont would fall for that con every single time. And caregivers are the same way. You know, it's kind of like being handcuffed to your loved one and feeling like you're a prisoner. That kind of attitude, that kind of guilt will kill you. So what's a caregiver to do? Well, they're to care, right? The C stands for communicate with your friends. Don't isolate yourself. Caregivers need a life outside of caregiving. The A stands for ask for help and be specific. And for goodness sake, when help is offered, don't turn it down. R stands for rest. Caregivers need 8 hours rest every single night. They only get 2 or 3. I can't survive on 2 or 3, can you?
No, sir.
And the E stands for eat healthy, nutritious food. Don't eat junk food. Junk food's got chemicals and sugar and processed ingredients that'll kill you. So that's why I wrote my book.
And that book is, the name of the book
It's
is?
My Life to Reclaim Your Caregiver Sanity by Learning When to Say Yes and When to Say No. It's perfect for caregivers who know they should be putting their needs first, but they just don't know how. And this book isn't just for caregivers, okay? I like to say there's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's caregivers, those who are going to become caregivers, those who are going to need a caregiver. There's no escaping it. Caregiving is going to touch you at one point or another. So now's the time to learn how to be a caregiver, not after tragedy strikes and your loved one becomes disabled.
So here, Dave Nassaney, tell us how we can get a hold of you, Dave, and your great resources for caregivers on your website.
Caregiverscaregiver.com is the great place. It's got resources. I have uplifting videos, weekly conference calls. We have people that we interview who not only survived caregiving, but they've thrived it. And it's just a place just jam-packed full of resources. I highly recommend you join us. Let us love on you. Let us be your support. Come and join our team.
Thanks, Dave. Hopefully we'll see you back later on in Hawaii.
Absolutely.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Need more information? Pick up Generations magazine at any state library, wherever seniors go, or on our website. Listen to Generations Radio, Saturdays from 5 to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. on AM 690. Or find us online at generations808.com and Facebook. Plus, catch us every Wednesday night at 7:30 and all through the week on Spectrum OC16. That's Channel 12.